Hello and welcome back for what will be part 3 of our XCOM Long War Rebalanced campaign. We've just returned from a successful downed scout mission. I have taken the liberty of adding you into the roster, Brian, given you a suitable nickname. And there you are, with your Bluetooth headset and XCOM cap. Hope you're happy with that. You mentioned about engineer, so I have built you as a shooty engineer with the first perk as the double tap. So hopefully we'll be taking you down the holo targeting, which will be super useful for the team. Try and mitigate some of those misses. And critical system targeting, so you'll be strong against enemy mechanicals if we actually get that far. At least that's the plan. If you actually, the way I've chosen it, there's only really that way now, because the other perks would be to sort of suit the other starting ones. You kind of pick the first one and follow it through, as I'm sure you know if you've played the game. Right. So our frontline troops have been recovering now from that opening operation. We've got our building works going on busily. So let's fast forward a bit and see. There's I don't know if it's this way in all versions of the game, but in this version, one country always resigns from the council in the first month. There's nothing you can do about that. It just, I think it's just a random one. So in this case, we've lost Nigeria. I'm not too fussed about that because my preferred approach would be to try and claim, actually, if and when we can build another satellite uplink thing, I might just skip the dominance in this continent because the bonus isn't that compelling. Fear no evil, and go straight to North America and try for that, because that bonus is very advantageous. Cheaper aircraft and aircraft weapons firing faster could really help us in the long term if we can nail that area down.
I'm receiving you. We'll monitor that contact, but I don't...
Excavation complete.
What have we completed? We want to go across into there. I've thought of a slightly better plan. I was going to go workshops here and then miscellaneous bits there, and laboratories down here. I'm thinking if we make a square here for the workshop type stuff, and then put the two miscellaneous things, there's going to be an officer training school and the alien containment thing. If we put them there, that would give us a nice square for workshops, so a better placement overall. And it'll only be towards the end of the game where we'll need a third space, I think. I think that's right. I've not very often seen the end of the game. In fact, if I'm honest, I have only one time been to the end of the game, and that was on a significantly lower difficulty than this. So yeah, the chances of actually needing that space will be somewhat remote. So let's go ahead and excavate that anyway. Motion tracker, that will be to fit on the Shiv. As I understand it, that can not only flash up locations of opponents, but also potentially uncloak cloaked seekers later on, I think. At least I'm hoping so. Oh, that's a difficult one. We're going to need these allies. How many scientists do we have? The first breaking point for scientists is 20. We only have 10. I'm going to hang on to the allies because we're going to need them to build our laser weapons. Now then, we're just about finishing with the weaponry. I think we then have to research the beam weapons, don't we? It's not just as simple as, at least I don't think it is. But we're going to need to build, I think you get some scopes for that, don't you? Might be an idea just to forward it and find out, eh? Okay, so we've got our extra soldiers on site. Brian is ready, or in fact all of the frontliner ready again to do battle, so that's good. I guess I'll be guilty in this playthrough of favouring those of you who've got a named soldier in there, so you're more likely to go on the missions than others might if your soldier suits the requirements of the mission. Right, so marksman scope and scope available. Let's get manufacturing before I forget. Are we sure we don't want one of those? It could be good on an assault or a sniper, couldn't it?
Commander to the research labs.
Well, in any case, we might want 2 of those, might we? Let's get those done. Scopes. 6. Yep, get on with it.
Commander to the research
I'm
labs.
still
Commander
not
to the
sure
research
about
labs.
this thing. Yeah, on crit builds like assaults and maybe the snipers or the shooty scouts, it could be a good investment, that. It's times like this where I wish I was able to ask the audience. Let's treat ourselves. I've never actually built one of these, so let's go ahead and build 2 of them. Okay. And we've got to decide on some next research project. Now we can't do the beams because we don't have enough Illyrium, okay. In fact, we need Illyrium, don't we, to manufacture, to build the alien containment thing as well, so I do well to remember that, because that's the priority. We do have a little bit of leeway there, because we're still 4 days away from excavating the first area where the alien containment could go. So what do we research now? It's telling me to do neurology. I don't think that leads to anything directly. Let's try the materials.
I expected that would be a priority research task, Commander. I'll begin allocating resources.
Happy new foundry.
Foundry online.
Now, are there any projects we can contemplate
First
doing
time
in
the
there
foundry?
immediately?
It's not the prettiest, but some of our more interesting projects will certainly benefit from the adjustments made down here.
Obviously not. Now that would be nice to be able to sell some of the bits and pieces for a bit of extra cash. So we need a sectoid captive for that. But we can't at the moment because we've nowhere to house them. Shiv advancements would be good too.
Cybernetic enhancement
Aside from
facility
anything
online.
else, the foundry and the repair bay being there should hopefully, with the bonus for adjacency, should hopefully, because they count as workshops for adjacency purposes, they might improve the speed of our manufacturing. I don't know if that's been the case, but can't hurt anyway.
The enemy is testing our capabilities, Commander. We've gotten reports of simultaneous attacks in 2 different countries. We can only respond to one. The country we help will donate more resources to our cause. But the panic level of the country we choose not to help will rise. It's not an easy decision, Commander, but it's one you'll have to make.
Yeah, life is full of difficult decisions, eh?
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
Right. I don't know if I've touched on this in the past, but I can touch on it now because it's happened. You get these kind of jackpot abduction missions when it's highlighted in purple and it's referred to as a pack. They're nasty. We're going to have a swarm of drones on this one. But look at the reward for scientists against, you know, a little bit of coin that's neither here nor there to us really. 4 scientists would be a big deal. So it's, do we want to go in there and risk our best troops against the potential reward of a big jump up in scientists? What map is it on? Oh, it's on quite a long, it would be sort of sniper friendly this, wouldn't it? Do we go for it? Let's go for it. It'll make for a fun recording anyway, regardless of the outcome. Right, what kind of troops would we take on this? We'll take the dock because I get the impression there's going to be some pain here. Also, 2 shots are nice to have. Now, do I give you the battle rifle or the standard one? These things are armoured, so we're going to need to try and get through that, but losing aim is never a nice thing. And what do we give you for I think high cap mags, because the assault the battle rifle only has 2 shots, but it's lowering your aim to 58. Oh Lord. I don't know what the best choice is here. The battle rifle also has some penetration to get through the armour of the drones. We're going with the battle rifle, I think. You come with 3 medkits anyway, so an extra medkit would be total overkill. I think we'll leave you with the laser sight. I'm going tack armour on everybody for this one, because I get the impression we're going to need, we're going to take some hits, and we're going to need some resistance to that. Right, Brian, you're coming along because we're going to need a tank. You're not doing the tanking, by the way. We'll have the Shiv for the tanking, but you're going to need to resuscitate it as and when. Now you have 2 shots as well. Do we want you on the battle rifle? I think maybe we do. So the aim is going to be poor because we're aiming at high up targets, but otherwise we're just going to be hitting for 1s and 2s, and it's going to be painful. Extra mags, and do we stick with the medikit? Give you some smoke or a concussion grenade. No, concussion's useless, isn't it, against the drone. Smoke could be helpful, or maybe some grenades. Might put some grenades on some other people for some AoE. I think we'll leave you with the medkit. Or do we, as you're going to be multi-shotting, do we give you the Laser sight. They'll be hardened targets though as well. It'll be hard to crit them. No, I think we'll stick with the medkit. Get the shiv in. So I'll need to remember to stick you close to the shiv. Right. We'll take the bear. The bear's battle scanner will be helpful here. We'll take an extra one. Do we go... strike rifle has some penetration, doesn't it? Yeah, we're going with the strike rifle. Battle scanner. Now the strike rifle has only 2 ammo by default. Do we go for extra mags or do we go for something like a smoke or something? Or do we stick you with the medkit? I think we'll go with the medkit. I'm thinking the shiv will take the brunt of the stuff initially, but then if the shiv gets too badly damaged or I'm sticking with the medkit. I'm expecting this to be really horrible. So somebody with grenades and or multiple shots. What about an infantry Overwatch type build? We don't have an infantry at the moment, do we? Could we make one? Somebody with a decent aim. Graf or Roberts? Oh, Graf has a perk there. What's that? Practice these plus 10 crit. Oh wow, okay. We'll put you as an infantry then. You're going to come immediately with the battle rifle and you get 2 shots. I have to give you extra mags, won't I? And laser sight to build on that crit chance, maybe. Even against drones, maybe we'll have a chance to crit. Okay. And we said somebody with grenades, didn't we? But it's only going to be one of it each, isn't it? Is it worth doing that? Or do I take... would suppression work on them? They're liable to be up there in a pack, aren't they? Let's try it. I'll try a gunner. Okay. So we've got the dock. Oh, I know, I said we wanted a sniper, didn't I, as well? We definitely want a sniper. Okay. We'll take you out then and put a Celia in. Now you did say you wanted a smoke grenade, didn't you, instead of the medkit, so I will comply with that. If anybody else wants something a little bit more creative than what I've given you in the small items, just say. Do we want extra? We get 3 by default. We're not doing multiple shots yet, are we? So extra mags might be overkill. But what else would you want? Maybe a crit chance? Let's do that. Okay, I just hope it's not too big a pack. And I haven't signed our death warrant here. Crikey, it's a long old journey. Where are we going here?
Touching down.
Japan, is that? Revealing my appalling geography. Yeah, that's Japan, isn't it?
You'll be heading into Japan for the next mission. Alien activity continues to surge within several major cities. Our response is crucial to minimizing the spread of panic.
Right, so no rocket or grenade or anything, but we do have several multi-shot troops that hopefully are going to help us. And we have two fairly nasty ranged damage dealers in the Bear and
Roger, Big
Celia.
Sky. Reading you 5 by 5. Strike 1 has the green light for deployment.
I expect plenty of misses though with those battle rifles, unfortunately. Just outside visual, so can we just get everybody settled before we set everything going? Don't want to trigger them on this first turn if I can avoid it. Would it be a tactic, I wonder, to get inside the train and try and bring them down to our level? Because they wouldn't be able to shoot us unless they came down. Yeah, that might be a thing. But if I move the dock over there, I'm sure I'm going to get a trigger. So let's just put everybody in cover and see what happens. Brian, I've said I want you close to the shiv.
Moving to position.
Which unfortunately also means half cover. Right, so the moment of truth. If we push the shiv now, I'm sure we're going to activate a group. Can we actually? We can't. This train is locked on this side. There's no way to go in there. So it was a nice idea, but we can't get in there, can we? We would have to, yeah, because the doors are all on the other side. Oh, that's a bugger. No way to go in the train at all, so we're going to have to, oh, that's even worse. Just the look of the draw, which side of the map we appeared on, we're going to have to face them out in the open, which is going to be quite some ordeal, I think. And there's also the possibility of activating two lots. I bet there's two lots like this, not just this. So what have we got? We've got 7 to start with. I bet there's another 7 waiting there at the back. We can count our lucky stars the other 7 didn't activate at the same time. Now he's after orbital support, which would mean we would all get smashed up if that triggers. So that is the top priority. Bear, we want a battle scanner down there. Now it can sometimes be a bit tricky to hit the drones with the scanner. Is that working? Yes. Oh crikey, we had Overwatch there. What a boo-boo that was. Don't do that again. So I've holo targeted the Bear. Thankfully she's using that half cover as full cover, so she might still not be as tasty a target as the Shiv down there will be. But I've got a problem that Brian is uncovered now and subject to that Overwatch, so we don't want that to continue. So with the Overwatch down there, we need the Shiv to take the shot, don't we? Is there anything it has a reasonable shot on? Right, the orbital support one, we're going for that. So we've drawn out the second Overwatch fire. Holo targeted the Shiv, which isn't a bad thing. And we got rid of the orbital thing. Okay, that's good. Now the Bear has decent shots on 3 of them. All of them are on full health, aren't they? Yeah. But that one is combat ready, so our shots are liable to graze on that. So let's go with this one. If we hit it, we kill it. Nice. Okay. So we're down to 5. I can't count the numbers down when it's something like this. Now, Brian, I think to find any cover, you're going to have to push forward. I don't like that, but I think it's the only way we're going to get you a shot, and we need as many shots this round as we possibly can. Take advantage of the Bear's battle scanner. So normally these shots would be closer 50% or even below 50 without that help of the battle scanner. So that's really doing a big job for us. Shall we try, not on the combat ready one, let's try on that one towards the back that other people might not see. Now your second shot will carry an aim and crit bonus as well. You didn't need it. Beautiful. Beautiful. We might get 2 here if we're lucky. Wow! Brian, counting up the kills. Beautiful, matey. I have nothing more to say about that. So can... 56. No, I don't like that. Maybe because that's out of the battle scanner range. Yeah, I bet that's why that is so low. No, we like high numbers on this team. So, Acelia, I gave you some crap chances before. We're going to give you a good one this time. Go for it. Yes. Now, Doc, you don't see anything. Oh, that's cruddy. I want to push you forward and do your overwatch, but in so doing we're going to be leaving you in the open. I can't do that. So, I'm going to bemoan your crappy movement, or the fact I gave you the wrong armor. You decide. Is that even worth going for? I suppose it could be a kill. Wow, we're on fire here, people. All these 50-50 things. So there's just we've just got that one left, and in fact that was, I've just seen there, that was a graze, like half damage, and that still killed. That's pretty interesting stuff. That's because it was a crit, wasn't it? And that trooper has that special perk for crits. We're just going to have to push the doctor there anyway, and next time, if needed, we'll do the overwatch thing. But that was an awesome first turn, way better than anything I could have hoped for. We minimised the damage on the Shiv, who will now possibly go in for the kill on this. I just don't know how far the second group is away. If it was anywhere near this one, it would have activated already. Oh, and look what we see now. We can actually go in the train from here, just not there. So that's a possibility. Get everybody inside the train and bring them down to our level to avoid these awful aerial penalties, maybe. Beautiful. Can't believe how well this has gone. I suppose the reverse of that, all those 50-60% shots missed, and we're left with a mountain of drones, a dead Shiv, and unprotected soldiers. It's just, and it's no different other than the random numbers have gone a bit more favourably for us. So ideally we could get settled in that train and reloaded before the arrival of the second group. I'm not sure with drones, they might not move at all. And we're going to have people out of cover here. We've got nothing revealed at the moment, so it's not terrible having people out of cover, but things do, when they reveal, some of them can go on Overwatch, and if you're out of cover then you can be left with a bit of a conundrum to solve. Right, the mail's down there, which suggests that it's likely the opponents are as well. Can the bear tell us how far away they are?
Me muevo la posición. ¿Qué ha sido eso?
No, we don't get to hear how far away they are. Okay, let's not. We want to reload anyway, don't we? We're going to go in the train. All I can say is the trains out of Nagoya are bound to be more punctual and more likely to get a seat than the ones here in the UK. Our train service is a disaster at present, I think it's fair to say. Just reload. Let's find everybody a nice place on the train. Get some reloads done where necessary.
It's killing time.
And if we can do anything like what we did there, I mean, we took a full advantage of the bear's battle scanner, didn't we? If we can do anything like that again. Now, Celia, maybe I just put you
Roger,
there
tracking.
and reload you. I don't want them to see you anyway, so we're going to keep you towards the back of the... Okay.
Holding.
¿Qué ha sido
So
ese
it
sonido?
looks from that line as though they could be on this side of the train. We still haven't had an indication from the bear as to how far away they could be.
Afirmativo. ¿Qué ha sido eso?
Oh, now on this side, maybe they're moving about, or maybe it's not just drones. When it says pack of something, you can have bits and pieces of other stuff as well.
Getting it done.
Get the dock up as far as we dare.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Don't want to that was the only thing that went wrong last time. The dock wasn't close enough to do anything. Apart from that, it was very good.
Im Laufschritt.
I don't want to go out beyond where the shiv is to risk activating something when I'm not quite ready for it. I think that'll do. Okay. Maybe we should push the shiv out here. No, I think in the train is good. Still not see anything. Try and get a hint from the bear.
Estoy en marcha. ¿Oís eso?
In the vicinity, so we know they're down on this left-hand side of the train. So let's push Celia up a little bit. In fact, we could push you up too, couldn't we? Or even to there. The further up we get you, the less of a aim penalty we'll get for the sniper shots, which isn't a bad thing.
10-4.
But we'll lose the little aim bonus we would have got for being combat ready.
¿Oís eso?
Now, if they're in the air, they might not see. No, I think drones start off on the ground, don't they? So as soon as we get far enough down to be able to see them, I think they will activate.
Aye, aye. Solid copy, Commander.
It's always this nerves, at least for me. I kind of bring the game to life, so before an activation, when you know it's coming, it's like, oh, hopefully it doesn't come at the wrong time, make a mess of it, get overwhelmed and lose people. The calm before the storm. Now surely this will trigger something. There we go. So we are all inside the train now. I'm very interested to see what happens here. It might mean we have to take some. Now this is a. How many are there? Another 7. Should I stick to my guns and stay in the train, or should we go out? I think it's a good idea to stay in the train. The only bad thing is nothing sees the shiv at the moment. There's just one target there which sees the bear. The bear could do with being reasonably far down, maybe there. So you actually see 2 now. Do we want to use the battle scanner now? Let's go ahead, because there's at least you and Acelia who can have a shot in there. Can we get some more shots against those? Can anybody else see that? I don't really want anybody else getting out of the train. Doc, you could actually... Oh, no. I thought somebody could go up on the roof there. Not that that would be a good idea either. Oh, you see 3. Well, that's handy. Right, so yes, battle scanner down then. So it's not going to be the sort of spectacular YOLO that the first one was, but hopefully it's going to keep us safer and with better shots to hit if they do actually try and move into the train. So the bear has shots on 2. What's the other one? That one. Let's try that one. So this time it's not a kill if we hit. Why is that? Why is it different now? And we don't hit anyway. I think this could be the payoff for the amazing first round we had. We're gonna be missing with everything. Now, do I bring the shiv out there to be a target for these things? I think I probably should. Let's try that one. Yeah, it's all going the opposite way now. Well, fair play. We had it really exactly as we would have wanted in the first one. Doc, you're on Overwatch, so you get 2 shots. I'm going to put the shiv in there to try and minimise the damage to the soldiers. And it's going to take an awful pasting. Now then. Can we find a place for these 2? I think I've made a rod for my own back here. We're stuck in the train now, aren't we? And we're not able to get any shots on these things. That's unfortunate. If you go down there, do you see? Yeah, you see some down there, but the danger there is if they go on inside the train, they're going to be flanking you. Hopefully they'll ignore that and fire on the shiv. So you're going to have another 2 shots here, Brian. If it's anything like the first 2, I think we're going to be impressed. Oh my god. It's cheat mode having Brian on a mission. Okay, if you hit this one as well, I'll upgrade you to God tier. You did hit it. Flipping heck. 4 shots, 4 hits, 3 kills. Brian's on fire. Can we possibly get you with any kind of a view on any of this? Or are you too far back? I think you might be too far back. Can't put you there. Might just push you up there. Oh, that's not good. I think if that triggers, everybody takes damage. I think that's what happens. So they are predominantly shooting the shiv. Go on, Doc. Unlucky, matey. Less than 50-50, so you can't be blamed for that. They're sort of wandering around moving. If they're going to waste their turns moving, that is more than helpful to our cause. Right. I'm ignoring this meld because hopefully if we can finish inside 4 turns we'll get granted it anyway. If we don't finish inside 4 turns, I think it's going to be quite painful for us. Now, can we get the orbital support thing? Does it actually tell us what that would do? Orbital ray. It would hollow all of us. And the next turn, orbital ray. Oh my goodness, we don't want to see that, do we? Shredding explosives. Oh my god, no. Please no. So that's top priority to get rid of. Can we... If we move you down there, you actually get seen by the drones on the other side, which isn't bad because you're still fairly healthy. Is that what we've got left? We've only managed to kill 1. I think the rest of you need to get on Brian's page. Got 34%. Actually, speaking of Brian, I think he might have the best chance if he does a... oh no, he's done his double tap this turn. What's the best chance of killing that? I bet Acelia doesn't see that, does she? Please tell me you see that. You do. I think you are our best chance. So I'm going to shoot something more realistic here with the shiv. Try and get rid of that. Happy days. And now that we've finished a turn with something that can see that one at the back, we can use Acelia to try... Oh my god, 35. Oh. And we've no battle scanner to help that. We've no holo targeting. I think it might just come down to accepting everybody being hollowed for this round. Not sure what else we can do. In fact, these shots, this is how bad it is without a battle scanner helping us.
Heading out.
39. Now Brian can't actually see the one at the back, so let's do we reload or do we just take that? We'll take it. Okay.
Shot wide.
Now you see 3 as well, so you've got 2 shots. You might, if you hit with one, you might make a kill.
Verflucht.
Nice. A nice piece of luck. Okay. So we have... How many now? We have 4 left. I'm gonna, because that's such a bad. Oh, is it? Should I? I was gonna. That's a real stickler of a decision. A coin toss to kill one, which would be nice. We have just those 3 left. Oh, no, we have 4 left. Where's the one we can't? There's one we can't see somewhere. Oh, it's down by the shiv here. Okay. Crikey. Let's bring the bear out here.
A la orden, comandante.
You don't say. Oh my God, what an idiot. There's a, yeah, that's a classic example of one of my major misplays. I hadn't seen there was full cover there in front, so she doesn't see anything. So the only thing she's got left to do is reload.
Ya podemos seguir.
So I'm back to this decision here. Do I go for a 50-50 kill, or do we go for a 1 in 3 to kill the orbital support? I think we're going with that. If you hit this, you'll be a little legend. Nah, not to worry. My fault for not giving a better option. Now then, would you see anything there at all? I don't think you would. Doc, I think we're going to put you in behind the full cover for the next move.
Roger, Dodger.
So we're all going to get holo targeted now. And the next turn we're going to get smashed, aren't we? So that thing has absolutely got to go this time around, come what may. I think the shiv's going to be in a bit of a mess by the end of it too. Okay, so we'll get you as close as we can to the target. I think you represent our best chance to get rid of this thing. Fingers crossed. Yes, yes, okay. Right, the bear has a nice one in her sights there. She has this bullseye thing as her first perk, which when she is on 2 action points, meaning hasn't moved or done anything, 25 aim and crit. If the target's on Overwatch, it's double the bonus. So that's why she's got such a high thing to hit before she's moved. If we get really lucky, might kill it. Yes, yes. So we've 2 left. Brian, I'm afraid you're gonna have to. Actually, you could do a pistol shot on something that has only 1 thing like that. Seeing as you've been absolutely mental with the shots on target, I'm gonna risk it. Oh my God. it's I hope the sound is recorded for this one and you actually get to see it, because this is insane. Okay, and oh, it was on a double tap thing. I can't do anything. I would like to be able to reload you, but once we've started a double tap sequence, we can't do that. So, and as you have no other target to shoot at, I think that's the end of the craziness for you. Celia would need somebody else to shoot at that first, as there's only 1 target left. We can try with you. If we get you any closer, does it make it an easier shot? Oh, 3% easier. Okay. Nicely done. Oh, happy days. Right, well this is going to make for some interesting reading. No healing needed, not even on the shiv. Wow. I can't believe that was 14 drones. Drones are actually handy for research and things as well, so that's but look at Brian. Oh my God. Yeah. 16 damage, or 21 before armor was deducted. Unbelievable. And poor Celia, I think she had bad luck dice rolls in the last one as well. shots hit. So the bear's hit 9 out of 10. Then again, she's kind of cheating. That bullseye perk does help to hit. But Brian, I mean, most of those were 50-50s as well. It's just unbelievable. Okay, more than happy with that. So the risk this time around paid off, and poor Celia, still languishing on 1 of 3. I think I'm going to blame me again for at least one of them. I gave you a horrible 1 in 3 against that that drone at the back, didn't I? To avoid the orbital bombard thing. I think it was the right shot to take, but the chances were it was going to be a miss. So no blame there. Damage dealt. Yeah. Brian. What an impact. Okay. Well, as far as I'm concerned, that's a huge win. That's, what was it, 4 scientists. We didn't get anybody in the infirmary. The shiv didn't even get damaged. That first turn with the luck of the rolls was just insane. And then Brian decided to continue it for the rest of the mission, I think.
Impressive work, Commander.
Yeah.
Our soldiers have to be feeling good after a mission like that.
We will be in touch, Commander.
So yes, whenever there is a pack mission like that, you always know it's going to be a cut above in terms of difficulty and swarming opponents. And it's up to you then to decide whether the reward is worth the risk. And in that case, well, nothing more to say about that. So is there anything else we can
I appreciate your
do
efforts to support the research team, Commander.
research-wise
I've
on
already put
that?
the new recruits to work in the lab.
Oh no, because we haven't unlocked the, I think, is it circuitry? Yeah, circuitry unlocks all the robotic autopsies, so we can't research the drone
I'm still
yet
having
anyway.
a hard time grasping what it is the aliens are
All the
hoping to
aliens, by the
accomplish
way,
here.
do give
Are they
some form of
studying us?
resource as well when you
Why
kill them. I think the
abduction
drone
is
must have
seemingly
given
at
alloys
random?
looking at that.
There must be a pattern that we haven't established yet.
Meld for an engineer. Meld is a bit short as well. How many engineers do we have? Of all the resources we've got, I think Meld is the one that's acquired easiest. Do we want to give those alloys for a scientist? I really don't, but I'm going to. As mentioned, we're looking to get up to 20 of each for the engineers and the
arrived this morning, Commander.
scientists
We're
to be
always
able to
glad
do
have
our
more help
first
down here.
sort of wave of improvements in the building side of things.
Access lift operational.
Let's go down there. In a hurry to get down here because that's going to be our main source of power. We can build a thermal generator on that steam vent there. Also, this will be our laboratories area, so we need to start excavating this. What are we missing? Oh, we're missing a sectoid captive, aren't we? We can't do anything with... The only things we can capture at the moment are those outsiders, aren't they? Because they don't require a alien
Commander,
containment
We're detecting
facility.
a new contact, much larger than anything we've previously encountered. I recommend we scramble our best equipped
That
fighters
looks
if we're going
like
to engage that ship.
abduction ship, and as I have no desire to have all my interceptors destroyed, I'm going to leave it well alone. Yeah.
Commander, we're tracking several reported abductions via the hologlobe. I've got the coordinates locked in.
Without even seeing the other one. I'm just hoping it's going to be not a pack one, because the pack one you're always tempted to go for it, and it can so easily lead to disaster. Yeah, okay. So a scientist or a bit of coin. I'm gonna go with the scientist, I think, or unless there's a compelling reason to go to that one. No, there's a bit more panic in this one anyway. So that's the one we're gonna go for. I think this is probably a good point at which to stop it for now, so that you're not having to watch through all my messing about of the gearing of the soldiers for this next one. I thought we did an unreal job. Well, us and Crazy Brian and the nice RNG we did to get those 4 scientists. That was great. So happy days, and it's becoming a nice solid start now, isn't it? So yeah, onwards and upwards, hopefully, to our inevitable demise. Thanks very much as always for looking, and I will speak to you all in the next one. If you want to join in, don't forget to just leave me a little comment, and you're welcome to have a soldier on the roster. If you tell me what class you would prefer, I'll put you in. Take care.